Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Project Cohen's. Today we're going to be installing a turbo blanket, or trying to. I picked this kit up from eBay. It was $35. I received the turbo blanket, the springs to close the blanket instead of using like mechanics wire or something like that, and 50 foot of exhaust strap by 2 inches, and then it also comes with some stainless steel clamps. If you don't remember, I have an 02 Dodge Cummins. Love this truck. Love it a lot. I've had it for probably about 4 months now. If you can remember from my other videos, it is a California truck. Super clean. Just sun faded. It sucks, but you know what you're gonna do. The truck's got a lot of work done to it. I just want to make some simple changes. So right here's what we're working with. We have a Borg Warner S300 that I'm going to try and put a turbo blanket on. I've heard some misconceptions, or I don't know if they're misconceptions or not. I just heard some rumors that it helps reduce engine bay temperature and also helps with spool up by keeping them exhaust gases trapped inside the turbine housing and not letting them escape by heating up the engine compartment. So let's get that kit down and show you what it looks like. So I don't have a lot of room in my garage, so I'm going to do a lot of my unveils right here on the floor of my garage. So right here is the turbo blanket. Come with tabs for closing it up. And this one here, which I thought was kind of cool, it came with springs instead of using mechanics wire to close it up. So today we're going to be installing this turbo blanket. I don't really have the time. It's probably about 8 o'clock right now to get the downpipe out and get it wrapped. So I'll do that another day. Probably get that done tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 3rd. I do have to go to work tomorrow, so I should be done early. So I may get it tore apart yesterday and get it done. Or get it tore apart tomorrow rather and get it done. So we'll see what kind of time I have to get that project done. It also came with even gloves, because this is fiberglass. I do remember when I did my exhaust on my Harley. I'll see if I have some pictures I can put in there of that. Definitely want to wear gloves with this stuff. It will make you itch, and make you itch really well. As far as the exhaust wrap, what I found the best is soak it in a bucket of water, and then I wrapped my exhaust on my bike, just pulled it right out of the water and as tight as I possibly could. And then once it dries, it kind of sets up just a little bit, and after you run it, it just makes it fit the exhaust really tight. Then here's the stainless steel clamps it came with. It probably will only need maybe 2, 3, 4 at the most of these. Actually, I think I still have some of the clamps up there in my toolbox from when I did my bike. So, but I didn't have any of the exhaust wrap left. I used white on it. I like the color of this turbo blanket, is what I like the most. I had a couple of options where black, white, but I kind of like this olive green. I'm a very big gun advocate, and I really love the desert tan and olive drab green color. So let's get this camera set up and get this installed. Alright, let's get this blanket installed here. Let's adjust the camera down just a little bit more so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. So let's see how this fits. This is an eBay blanket. I'm not sure how well it's gonna fit. I got my wastegate here, and the way my wastegate's mounted, this blanket may not fit this turbo very well. This is a S300 turbo from Borg Warner. Purchased from BD Power several years ago. So let's try and get this fished in here and see how well she fits. Not very well. Not very well at all. Maybe that's what I get for buying a cheap turbo blanket. Yeah, you can see, you guys can't see very well, but you see them little hairs. That's why you wear gloves when you're messing with this stuff. That's an itchy situation right there if you're not wearing gloves. I'll probably pay for it on my arms, I'm sure. Yeah, this one's not fitting very well. So, don't know quite what I'm going to do here. Fits the compressor housing quite nice. Maybe we'll just put it on the compressor housing. I know that's not right, but yeah, that fits the compressor housing just right. That's not where you're supposed to put them. But I'm almost wondering if this is one of them cheap ones that is just made to fit some of the crap that you buy on eBay. This fits the compressor housing very nice, which I know that's not right, but I wonder if that's what this one is manufactured for. So I guess the $35 that I spent on eBay for this turbo blanket is kind of a bust, but I do have the 50-foot of exhaust wrap that I am going to put on my downpipe. So let me do some checking, and we'll have to get back with you. I am going to be doing another video as far as wrapping the downpipe, so I just don't have that kind of time today. It's just a V-band clamp holding on here, and then I have all my exhaust splices with band clamps. Just two bolts, take those out, and my exhaust comes apart pretty easy. But let me do some searching around, and we'll see what we can't come up with. So I think we're busted on the $35 turbo blanket. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to do some checking around, and then when I do the video on the wrapping the downpipe, we'll see if we can't have this already installed or possibly do it in another time. So, all right. So the next time you think you're going to buy a $35 turbo blanket and downpipe wrap exhaust kit, think twice. So as you just saw, we tried to mount that, or tried to get that installed, and it doesn't fit my turbo. So it fits the compressor housing, but it does not fit the turbine housing. So I'm going to do some research and see what I can't find out. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment. I really appreciate it. You know, this really isn't a Cummins only channel. I do have some other projects I'm going to be working on. This is my son's little electric racer dirt bike right here. We picked up a little 97cc engine that we're going to be installing into that, and we're going to have some videos on that project there. He's going to be helping me through the way just to kind of teach him some things and get him started in this. He also has a channel too and just does a bunch of fun stuff, but I think he needs to learn a little bit of wrenching too, so it's always good for kids to learn. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Have a happy 4th of July. Maybe another video tomorrow when I take my downpipe off and wrap that. Like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate it. You guys have a great evening, and we will see you later on. Bye-bye.